Hey guys, so as you can see I have no intro today, we're just jumping right into this tutorial. I am moisturizing my face right now before we get started. That's always something you need to do so that your makeup will go on nice and smooth. And the first product I'm using is the Porefessional. I'm using this just in the T-zone area where I feel that I have the biggest pores and need a little bit more staying power, just because that's where I get the most oily, and this is a primer as well, so just put it in that area. And for my foundation today, I'm using the Clinique BB cream, and this is in shade 2, and I'm going to be applying this with my beauty blender. And I love this foundation because I mean, it's not really a foundation, but it is one of the only BB creams that is actually full coverage, so it can give you that really nice flawless finish, just like a foundation. So I really like using this product and pairing it with powder, which I will do in a little bit. So for my concealer today, I'm using the Touche Eclat by YSL, and I believe this is shade 2. I'm not exactly sure. I'll list it in the description bar. And I like this product because it has the brush. You just twist up the product. It's really easy to apply. This one does have a little bit more of a yellow tone, so it's really great for highlighting that under eye area. This concealer, compared to my normal MAC Pro Longwear, it's not quite as full coverage, but you know, it does the job. So I really like using this just because it's kind of a lighter concealer. So for my weekend makeup, that's just what I decided to do. Okay, so the powder I'm using is my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus, and I'm just patting this all over the face. And then for my under eyes, I'm using MAC Emphasize Pro Powder, and I'm just going to pat this underneath that eye area to set my under eye concealer. For my bronzer today, I'm using my TooFaced 16-Hour Endless Summer Bronzer, which you can see is almost gone. I love this bronzer. It gives me a really nice finish. It's not a totally matte bronzer, but it's just about a matte. It doesn't really have any shimmer to it. So I really like the finish it gives me. So then I'm taking my MAC Peaches blush, and I'm going to apply this with my tulip brush. Okay, so for my highlight today, I'm using the Mercier Baked Highlight in 01. And I'm just going to apply this the very top of that cheekbone area, kind of in a C shape, down the bridge of the nose, on the chin, on the cupid's bow, and then a little bit on the forehead as well. For my brows, I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is the shade Brunette, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. So I always use the pencil just to kind of outline the shape, and then I use my Anastasia brow powder to go back in and fill everything in. Okay, so to prime my eyes today, I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm just going to use a very small amount and pat that all over the lids as a primer. And then I had forgotten to use my brow gel on my brows, so I'm going to go back and do this with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then I'm just using some more of that MAC Pro Longwear Concealer to kind of sculpt the underneath of my brows, just to clean those edges up a little bit. So for shadow today, this is Makeup Geek Bling, and this is going to be the color I use as my highlight shade and in the inner corners of the eyes. And for the outer corners of the eyes, I'm using this Makeup Geek shade called Moonstone. It's a really interesting color. It's like kind of a grayish, it's kind of got a little bit of green in there, a little, but it's a really neutral color, so I really like to use it for these neutral days when I want to just have a, you know, normal looking eye. I'm just going to pop that color Bling up on the brow bone. And I'm using a Makeup Forever blending brush to just blend out that Moonstone color before I go in with my crease shade. So this color is Cocoa Bear. It looks a lot more red in the camera, but it is a reddish brown. But I'm just going to put that in the crease and blend it all out. So I'm just going back in and putting a little bit more of that Moonstone color just to make sure that it shows up really well after blending all of that on the lid. And then I'm using Bling again to go into the inner tear duct area, and then a little bit on that bottom lash line. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush and pick up some Cocoa Bear to apply to the bottom lash line and just blend this out. Okay, so for liner today, I'm starting with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. This is just kind of my baseline, just to start out. It's really easy to get a really thin inner corner line there. I have a hard time with that with my gel, so I like to use this kind of as a base, and then I go over it with my gel liner. My gel liner that I'm using is, of course, my Tarte Gel Liner in black. And since this is a neutral look, I'm not doing much of a wing today. You know, this might look pretty dramatic to some of you, but for me this is incredibly subtle. So now I'm just cleaning that waterline so that it is ready for my liner that I'm going to put down there in a little bit. And now I'm just curling my lashes very gently. Since I'm not going to be wearing any falsies today, it's a natural day, so we want to curl those lashes before we apply mascara. And I'm going to be using my Dior Show Lash Maximizer. This is a lash plumping serum or a lash primer. And I just apply a little bit of that before my mascara. And of course, my mascara that I'm using is my Smashbox Full Exposure, my absolute favorite. And I'm going to put a few coats of that on my lashes. As I said, I'm not wearing any falsies, so I'm going to definitely coat those lashes really good with mascara. Okay, so for my waterline today, I'm using my Sephora Long Lasting Liner in Infinite Beige. It is a flesh-colored liner, so it's really great for putting in that waterline to brighten up the eyes and make you look more awake. And then for lips today, I'm using MAC's Shy Girl. This is a really pretty neutral color, but it's got a little bit more of the orangey tones in there, which I think went really well with that Cocoa Bear color that we used. And that is it for my neutral weekend look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Thank you for watching.